Have you heard of a group called Task Force Butler?
I have not, no.
All right. So what they do is they track the neo-Nazis, like the Patriot Front, and who go to these various different protests. They go to Pride events, they go to Juneteenth events, and they march and they wear those gathers over their face, and they all wear the same, like hats and khakis. So you know who the Patriot Front is, right? The neo-Nazi group. You've heard of them?
Yes.
Okay. So this group is great. It's a former military group of people, and the guy who's the head of his name's Christopher Goldsmith. And what he did was just some of the same things that I do, which was understand that your opponent is going to try and use all the various different, liberal weaknesses, like, what they see our strength as weaknesses, like, well, you believe in free speech. And so just like the ACLU would want to support the, Nazis marching in Skokie, these neo-Nazi groups use the same thing. So what they do is this group, the Task Force Butler, named after Schmedley Butler, of War is a Racket, they track these people. And when they get them, they figure out what laws that they're breaking, and then they bust them. They observe them, they record them, they use various different methods in order to get them in the system and get them to actually get them for some of their crimes, like they make death threats. And he was on the president was on the Nicole Wallace show on Friday, talking about how this was happening. What the thing that I really liked about this guy is he said, you go to these events like a Juneteenth event or a Pride event, and you see this group marching. Now, your first inclination would be to videotape them. But I don't want you to do that, because that actually helps them spread their propaganda. What we do is want people to take high resolution photos of them, their face, their torso, even with their masks on, so that we then upload it into our database cloud, very much like the insurrection hunters. And then we identify them, and then we track them to the various laws they break going to these events. And they give in this great document, which it's called Task Force Butler / Street Teams. And they give people instructions saying, this is the statutes they break when they cross state lines. And like, for example, they cover the license plates of the trucks that they go in. And they find that these members, you can't wear masks on these. It's like, it's so smart, because they know that these neo-Nazis people are not stupid. They know how to work the media. They know how to work the police. And so they teach them to say, hey, you need to educate the police beforehand, because the police will be on their side sometimes, because, or the media will think, oh, it's just, free speech. So I was looking at this and I was going to do a whole post on it. And then I was so depressed. And so then I went back to watch the movie, The Producers. And I thought, well, I'm going to make a musical out of it. And so the line that I came up was from the song Springtime for Hitler. And they go, springtime for Hitler and Germany. Da, da, da. And then the guy cuts to, he says, don't be stupid, be a schmotty, come and join the Nazi party. So I changed the line to that, was like, don't be stupid, be a schmotty, come and bust the neo-Nazi party. And I'm going to put that to music, just because it's so distressing just to kind of like say, oh God, we got to go through all these things and fight them. But if, we'll do a little fun thing about it, and let's make it so that these bad neo-Nazis, get prosecuted and go to jail, instead of letting them use the media to, promote their cause. So that was the one thing that I've been excited about the last 4 weeks.